What is going on YouTube? Hayden back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be looking at Binance Coin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, as well as the S&P 500. As you guys know, today is the last day for the Binance Coin review and technical analysis here on the channel. And with that in mind, I am looking for another cryptocurrency to review here for next week. So definitely make sure to comment your favorite cryptocurrency or one that you think is most interesting, and definitely make sure to leave it in the comments down below, and we will be reviewing that starting tomorrow. So definitely make sure to leave a comment as to which crypto you want to see reviewed here. Now, in regards to what we're going to be talking about in today's video, specifically it has to do with the descending fractals that are forming on some of these major cryptocurrencies. We've seen major pennant flags form on XRP. We've seen big Ethereum, descending fractals, even on Bitcoin as well. And we have another big, I would say, symmetrical triangle or something forming on Binance Coin today, which we're going to have to look at again. And regardless, we are starting to see some very interesting movements where prices are actually starting to behave different than what we had originally anticipated, going against the grain, starting to break above our resistance levels, which is interesting. We're going to have to talk about this. So if you are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up as this does help the YouTube algorithm. Make sure to follow me on Twitter at CryptoVOfficial. This way, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can DM me over there. And remember, if you want my crypto trades, which I know a lot of you guys have been asking me about, I am leaving that in my Patreon. It's on my Patreon, and I'm leaving that in the description down below. Otherwise, let's jump right into today's episode. All right, as you guys can see, I do have the current coin market cap pulled up. Top 10 cryptos don't really look good. I want to talk about that. Binance Coin, the only one that's really doing fairly well, up 5%, but everything else really doesn't look good. And it's going to be interesting because I want to show you guys the way these coins are forming on the technical analysis side in a second. But for right now, the way they're moving, it's very odd. Most of the coins are pretty much just stagnant, not really seeing any big, significant run to the upside or reversal to the downside. They're kind of just free floating right now, not the break that we wanted to see. But I do think this does indeed impact these cryptos in a way that not many people are thinking. So we do have XRP pulled up right here. I want to show you guys Ethereum. I want to show you guys Bitcoin, which was odd, and then Binance Coin right here. So maybe we have to tweak the charts a little bit. Maybe we have to just figure out what's going on exactly. But to start with XRP, you can see we've drawn on a pretty major pennant flag formation. I mean, this has been on the coin for quite some time now. What was odd was the way yesterday was forming. So yesterday's candle, which broke above, actually 2 days ago, we had the candle break above the resistance that we had seen. And ultimately, I said we have to wait to see some sort of closure before we buy into this crypto, anticipating a run to the upside. We've been fairly bearish on the coin due to the fact that every time we've broken with major strides in the past, it immediately wicked us all the way back down below the resistance level right here. So what was interesting is when we saw that candle close on the 26th, it wasn't necessarily something we had anticipated of closing above or buying into it. I really wanted to wait a little bit to give it some time to pretty much confirm the direction it wanted to break, and it didn't really do a good job. We actually saw a correct lower. So I don't know if we got to move this up here and consider this movements like this and then anticipate correction to the downside. It's too early, I guess, in the major pennant flag that's forming. Obviously, if you guys have any charts at all for XRP, please feel free to DM me on Instagram or DM me on Facebook or on, Twitter, whatever, even on Patreon. I don't care. Just send me a tweet or just send me a tweet in regards to how your charts look in regards to mine, because this is what I'm seeing, and it's very difficult to put, really a finger on it to figure out exactly where the coins are going. Now, there's a clear resistance that we have right here. We know that. We've seen resistance in the past there, so it makes sense to see the correction lower, but we're trying to pretty much find some sort of, resistance at the top here. It's hard to see whether or not we have some sort of, ascending fractal, pennant flag, zigzag symmetrical triangle forming right now. I'm going to leave it just like how I have it right now. Reason being is it's very fluid. Obviously, when we have formations like this, we always wait for 3 confirmations on either the support or resistance for us to know for sure that this is headed in the direction we had anticipated. Now, the thing is, XRP has only confirmed the bottom support level. So I know that each time we retest bottom support here, we pretty much break above there. It's right on this moving average right here. And every time we retest it, we tend to break upwards. We have 3 confirmations, 1, 2, and 3. The problem is the top. The top has been the most difficult. Granted, this downtrend has only had 2 confirmations right now. We've wicked way below here. But there's definitely this channel, this sideways channel, that is not allowing the coin to break through resistance. It's pretty much capped us at 56 cents, which we've talked about. We say right around 57 cents. And above, if it closes there, would we anticipate run to the upside? So this is currently how I have the candle drawn out right now. I had to just tweak it slightly because it just wasn't adding up. So there's a chance that we could see correction now off of this. If we break through the bottom support of 54 cents, we could anticipate another big dump back down to 46 cents as the target. Granted, we are retesting the top here, and we have broken fairly low pretty quickly after we retest top resistance here. So that's really where my head's at right now. I'm anticipating correction. With XRP specifically, it looks like we're at the top. It doesn't seem like it wants to break through either resistance, the downtrend, or the sideways channel right here. It seems like price ceiling is pretty much set at 57 cents. It does not want to break through there. And if we do, or it's not 57, 57 is a little higher. It's like 56 and a half of a dollar, 56 and a half cents. If we break through that, that's where we're really looking for ultimately a correction to the upside. But we haven't been able to do so, so I'm leaning more towards correction. And now when you switch over to Ethereum, you kind of get the same vibe. Ethereum is also seeing resistance on its symmetrical or its descending fractal right here. You can see it's hitting the resistance right now, and there's a good chance we'll probably see the dump that we've been anticipating. That's specifically what I've anticipated. We have yet to break through and confirm a break above the downtrend. We keep setting lower highs, which isn't a good sign. It's a signal of reversal and a signal of a pullback, so I'm waiting for the dump. We anticipated it yesterday. I showed you guys a little bit how to buy long and sell short on BitYard, and the same, opinion applies to this. This is what I'm waiting for. Whether it's on Bitcoin or we're ready to short it on Ethereum, either direction looks to be the most promising. I would use BitYard, which I've linked in the description, to short the coin or buy and long, depending on the direction. But for right now, the way this is looking, it looks more like a correction to the downside back to the neckline, due to the double top formation, which is very obvious, to correct it back down. So I'm really waiting right now for a dump. That's really my goal on Ethereum. Ethereum looks very hot. It looks like a very big opportunity to short this coin because it is the most clear that it had a double top formation. So we're really waiting for this coin to retest its neckline, and we discussed that it was probably going to happen soon, and the moving average would catch up to it. So right now we are confirming about a $1,437 Ethereum token. Right now it's at 1,700, and I do think in the short term we're probably going to see this dump back downwards and retest somewhere near this neckline right here, right where the price is, and then that will be the biggest confirmation. But for right now, I do anticipate reversal. I do anticipate correction. So that's what I'm waiting on specifically. Now, as for Bitcoin, this one's a little odd. I mean, maybe I'm going to have to tweak the coin. It's really, that's what I'm going to have to do. Whether it's like this is kind of odd. I want to leave it more like this. This is just going to be how it goes. I mean, I'm going to jump to the 4 hour to get a better, overview and overlook. Yeah, that's pretty much as square as it's going to be. It's going to be a hard knock right now. I mean, we are setting these lower highs. We are correcting lower each time, but we are starting to see a flip on the moving average, and let's see how the MACD looks. The MACD is fine right now. We look promising, but for right now, the problem is the way this candle was closing. So yesterday specifically, we thought we hit the top and we were going to reverse downwards, which was explained briefly on BitYard. But for today, we're starting to see the retest. We kind of closed where we opened, not really seeing much movement right now, but we're really waiting for candle wick like this, a big reversal signal. So we're starting to have the uncertainty once again as it's hitting the downtrend and it's getting pushed down by the bears and pulled up by the bulls. So this could confirm the direction that the coin wants to go. If we manage to break up higher, we'll confirm closing above the prior low or above the prior high, which would allow us to consider that that's the bottom. Very similar to what we had discussed, that each of these are corrections. We had this one right here. I'll draw it out for you guys. We had this correction right here. We had this correction right here, and they've both fallen at about an average of I think 19 to 20%, and we're about I'd say 15% right now on this coin. We can just double check that by the price range. You can see the biggest correction this has had is only 16, which is okay, but compared to the last one, this was 22, and the one before that was 27. So they have big jumps, and I would anticipate a lower correction, as this could be some sort of, top. This could be the resistance. This could be a double top, and start to see the reversal downwards. Now, some people might consider this maybe a cup and handle formation. I'm not really seeing that much. I mean, you guys can confirm freely. Let me just draw that out for you guys. This is what I'm referring to, some sort of cup and handle formation. It's very possible, but we have yet to break through the handle right now to confirm a bullish break to the upside. So it's really just riding on what exactly we do today. If today decides to close above the resistance here, yeah, we may get into a more bullish market, but it really all depends on where this candle does close. Now for Binance Coin, the same thing applied itself. I probably have to tweak this just like that. It's going to be a little difficult. Something like this, it's just hard to figure out this resistance right here and use that for the downtrend. But the same thing applies itself. It's pretty much following Bitcoin right now. We did see a nice bump off the bottom support here, but we're hanging out. This is not a candle to buy in onto, so we have to wait to see how today closes. And I'm leaning more towards it closing below the resistance than I am above, and that goes with pretty much all the coins. XRP is showing reversal, Ethereum showing indifference and correction. A bearish candle is forming right now. Bitcoin is doing the same, so I would anticipate Binance to follow through, which would immediately revert it back to the downside. But we'll have to, hang out and see for right now. But that's pretty much going to lead us into the beginning of April. So that's going to wrap up today's video. The S&P 500 looks okay. We got to see on Monday, tomorrow, what it decides to do when it opens up. But if you guys are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up, and I'll see you in tomorrow's episode. Peace.